Welcome to your daily dose of hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. It's really hard sometimes to speak up when we see something that isn't fair, or maybe even when we experience something that isn't fair. It's difficult because we don't want to be misunderstood. We don't want to be argumentative. We don't want to be trouble a lot of times, right? We just don't want to be that person who makes a little fuss. And it's hard to risk being misunderstood or to have people look at you and wonder, where you're coming from. It's hard to step into discomfort. And it definitely can feel easier to just stay quiet and to tell ourselves, it's not my place, or this isn't the right time, or I'm not the person that can do this kind of thing. But injustice, especially, depends on silence to survive. We've seen this over and over historically, and even in just small, everyday little moments, right? The person who, cuts in front of everybody, in traffic. And I don't know, those are really little small moments. It's not a big deal. But we know that hope depends on standing up for the situations where injustice is prevalent. It depends on our voices and speaking up. It doesn't mean that you don't feel afraid. It doesn't mean that you're trying to fix everything or that you have the solution to everything. It just means you've decided that what is right matters more than what is easy. And it means that you trust that small acts of courage can definitely create bigger waves. Every time somebody speaks up, it interrupts that story that nothing can change, that it doesn't matter, that it's hopeless. And it creates a crack where light can enter, where hope can enter. It lives in the people who choose courage. It lives in the moments when somebody says, hey, this isn't right, and refuses to pretend otherwise. That's where we find hope.
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.